Hello, good morning. How are y'all doing, everybody? How's it going? Good morning. It's about 9:30 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas, in case you're wondering. In case that's something that is relevant to you for whatever reason. Anyway, welcome to me and Banjo's tarot card reading video for this week. It is February 9th, 2025. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, if you happen to be watching this video at that time. I feel like it personalizes my videos a little bit more, but maybe if I say it too monotonously, then maybe it doesn't personalize the video more. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Banjo's and I's tarot card reading. He's got a little chicken jerky treat right now that he's munching on, so we're gonna get good vibes from Banjo, the tarot card reading. I got my drawings, got my new pencils. Gonna do the Crow Tarot today, just because that's what I've been doing all this week, and so yeah. And as you can see, I have a little koala. How cute, right? I got it at the zoo, I think, for like $10, $12. A little wrist. What's the brand? It has like a little monkey. It doesn't matter what you get. You get a koala on your wrist. You get a octopus stuffed animal. They have different brands, but the ones that I get are the ones with this orange monkey here. Maybe orangutan. Anyway, so I hope you don't mind all this that I got going on. Well, koala. Thought it might brighten up the video. What is Tracy doing? Oh my god. 1 second. She was getting the newspaper. Apparently the newspaper was like right at the front steps. What is she doing outside my window like that? Anyway. So yeah, got this little koala here. What else? My makeup. Sometimes the lighting's not too good. Sometimes this natural lighting is not so helpful, even though I happen to like natural lighting. But if you can't tell, I kind of went for like a flower kind of look today. You can tell. Heavy on the brow. Peach. It's actually my powder blush at the corners of my eyes, the tear corner of my eyes. A little brown underneath here. I don't know if you can tell. And matcha green. I got this peach kind of flower going up. So, and a cherry pink blush off this. 1 second. So anyway, I forgot about my tarot card video this morning. Went to the kitchen and was like, okay, who's gonna take Tracy to work? Because she works a lot this week. And I say a lot just because we only have one vehicle. So I had to be reminded that today's my tarot card reading video. So Gypsy's in a crate. You might hear her crying in the background. She has a very interesting and unique kind of cry or howl or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, that's been my morning. Just oh my goodness, can't believe I forgot my tarot card reading video. So anyway, Tracy's going to work. My mom's taking her. So hopefully that'll be the last of the distractions. Anyway, got my coffee. That's my second one this morning, in case you're wondering. Okay. So I got a winter scent Bath and Body candle going on. I really like that scent. They changed up the label a little bit, but it's a different year. So, but the scent is great, and I got that going. It's a very kind of earthy, piney, maybe it's Douglas fir type of scent. Yeah. So with that being said, I was not really thinking about today's tarot card or this week's tarot card reading. So I don't really have a theme. Maybe koalas can be the theme. I don't know. So anyway, another week, here I am. I might as well do a tarot card reading video. Oh, can you not see that? Yeah, I guess that should be fine. I won't get too bogged down on the details, especially since I can't read the comments. So if this is a kind of a theme in the comment section, then I might worry about it. But seeing as that's not a hurdle I've gotten to, I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway. Alright. So, February. Here we are in February, ready to do a tarot card video because we've practiced this tarot card reading. Ready to do tarot card reading on the fly. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so ready to do this video. Tarot card reading and drawing. As far as the theme, I don't really know. I guess I'll just flip a card over and see what we got going on. And might have to rely on the deck a little bit more for all that. Which I really like the animal tarot. When I was not I don't know about tarot card readings, a tarot card reader, I just knew of one type of deck. But I went to the breed store where I got this ring, and I really like the animal tarot card decks. There is a black cat one. It looks so cool. At the breed store, they have one here in San Antonio, but I think they're based in New York. So if you're in New York, when I say the breed store, I think they have one there. I know New York is big. I'm not sure where exactly, but it's in New York. Anyway, and also in case you're wondering, there's a Ruiz Healy art gallery, which there's a location in San Antonio, but it's also based in New York, in case you're wondering. So anyway, I really like the animal tarot decks, and I always wonder which way to wear this. I guess I could put it the other way, right? But anyway, there was a black cat tarot card reading, tarot card deck, and that was really cool. If I had the money, I would have gotten that one. And then there was a dragon tarot card deck. It was so cool. It was like sci-fi, or maybe just fantasy. I guess there's a difference. And the dragon like had all these potions. I think it was like the Ace of Swords or something. So I would have gotten those two decks there. at that moment in time. But anyway, in the meantime, we have this Crow Tarot deck, and I didn't even get this, like this Crow Tarot deck. Isn't that cool? And it didn't show like the pattern on the back, on the box here. So that was a pleasant surprise. But anyway, yeah. Black Cat Tarot, Dragon Tarot. Anyway, 10 minutes. I hope I didn't waste y'all's time. Anyway, I guess we'll just go ahead and do the 7-card spread, and then I'll flip a card over and see how that goes. Oops. Queen of Cups. Well, this is just great. Emotional maturity. The King of Cups is a bit they referred to as the Zen master, which is great because when you're dealing with a lot of stuff, it's great to be centered, I think is really maybe what that kind of means, especially when dealing with cups and emotions. And when I say centered and Zen master, I just mean like the Queen of Cups reversed is a disconnect from emotions, and the Queen being like the lunar moon aspect of the suit. I would say that a Zen master and being centered isn't about like never getting mad or never, whether it's any emotion, whether it's anger, whether it's happiness or sadness. I don't think it's about never displaying those emotions, and as far as displaying them, feeling them and processing them, the emotions and feelings and stuff like that. But today with this Queen of Cups, she's not the Zen master, but she's you can a bit like the Empress. She has all this little. She got a fish, a crab, a starfish, several fishes, a purple lotus at the top of the water. Her little cup of feathers represent inner thoughts. So this is very interesting, considering it's she's got all these little creatures around her. She's under the ocean, and the moon is at the top, right, with the lotus flower. So a very much of like processing emotions. I think sometimes subconscious mind. I think sometimes a trap that maybe we can fall into is not tapping into our emotions, and maybe confusing that with a Zen-like quality. And I'm not saying like, no judgment or anything, but I'm just saying, it's kind of like these things can build on each other and stuff like that. And so maybe if you're like a sensitive person, and this Queen of Cups would suggest maybe that might be the case, then these little things can kind of add up, and kind of these little things can have maybe a bit more meaning and a bit more effect than just this one little thing, right? And that's fine. If you're a sensitive person, you're a sensitive person, and that's who you are. But yeah, I think being able to process emotions um, is a part of being centered. It doesn't mean that emotions is like water, right? You can have like a body of water, you can have like a thunderstorm, you can have a river, and waves on the ocean shore and stuff like that. There's a lot of qualities of water, one of which is. Um, Water's going to go where it's going to go. Water's going to do what it's going to do, and there's not much you can do to prevent that from happening. Um, so, as far as resisting all of that, disconnecting from all of that is uh, might seem at the time being centered and zen like quality. Um, I have the Queen of Cups here, but I keep referring to the King of Cups. So I think this is very interesting. Maybe we're getting to the King of Cups through this Queen of Cups here because it's about the inner thoughts, and the King of Cups is the Zen master. Um, but which is again is the sun and the moon type of relationship there. But sometimes uh, you are who you are, and people who support and love you for who you are. And so uh, shutting off I guess this Queen of Cups is just kind of being hyper aware of um, when you're disconnecting from emotions, and maybe when you're in the emotion, in the flow of the river, the body of water, the rainstorm, whatever how you have, however you like to describe it, and centering yourself there. Like you can center yourself beside the river, or you can be in the river and find your center there. You know what I mean? So I guess that's what we're dealing with today is being very hyper aware, in tune, and connected with the emotions and inner thoughts, um, which are, I think, very much affected by our environment, right? I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. It might be really hot, so I'm gonna pause the video 1 second. Okay, coffee really good. Anyway, let's see what we got going on with our past. Oh, judgment. This is a really great card to get. And this is in our past, so that makes this very interesting, especially considering this Queen of Cups, King of Cups theme that we have going on here today, this week. So this Judgment card, I think looks really cool. I understand that imagery that I like is not necessarily imagery that other people would like. Um, but this is just great. Judgment is a bit like justice, a bit like death, a bit like those major Arcana deck cards. Judgment, I think, is Earth. I'm gonna have to check really quick. Oh my gosh, the Courtier has elements. So it's the second to the last major Arcana deck card. Fire. So as this imagery kind of implies, the key words with this card are transformation, reincarnation, and rebirth. Very interesting. This has been in the past, and obviously got some water there and some mountains too. So a lot of strength, the symbols of strength here in this Judgment card. Speaking of the Queen of Cups, I always try to say like Judgment is and the Justice major Arcana deck cards, and in this deck, the Death card too, have a lot of similarities. Um, so this Judgment card, especially upright, is an extremely positive card. This card isn't necessarily, I guess, isn't necessarily about balance, maybe like the Justice card is. Um, but this card is about uh, learning lessons and stuff like that, so you can proceed on um, at a higher state. Um, so yeah, I guess that's that. Rebirth and reincarnation might be words that don't really appeal to you. Um, but I would say that this is something that's like at a very minor way, when maybe you've been studying something or you've been doing something, and then all of a sudden, because of muscle memory or something, things just kind of click, and then things get easier, right? So experience is definitely with this Judgment card. Um, and just a series of, I guess, the stars are aligning for you. You've done a lot of things right, and are therefore what happens next is you kind of vibrate on a higher level, I guess, is a different way to say those words. So a very pleasant past. Let's see what our present is like. Oh my goodness. We've got the reverse tower here. This is a very interesting card, especially in all the tarot decks. This tower card is about natural changes, and here kind of like disasters, right? We have a natural thunderstorm, and it has caused a disaster with this tower, right? In some tarot decks, the tower is not doesn't have good imagery. In some tarot decks, the tower is like something that shouldn't be there, or you didn't want, or something like that. So this kind of uh, uh, natural force of change that's immediate. This isn't like a gradual thing where you can become acclimated to this change. There's an immediate change from a force that's greater than ourselves. Um, so obviously a lot of physiological effects going on there, which is really great that we have this Queen of Cups, and also that we have this Judgment card in our past. So presently we have this reverse tower card. Which is about sudden change in a very big way. It's a major arcana card. Tower is... It's after the Devil card. Also fire. This is very interesting to get after the Judgment card. So a bit kind of chaos going on with this Tower card, and reversed especially because there's some sort of resistance to it. So I would say this would be a bit of an obstacle for us today. The reverse tower means it looks like here we're in a space to be able to handle and deal with a sudden change and chaos. But for some reason presently we have this Tower card reversed. So there's an energy present that is very much resisting this drastic change that happens naturally, not really much very preventable. But here we have an energy present that's trying to prevent it nonetheless. So let's see our hidden influence today. The reversed Five of Swords. This card is about confrontation at minimum. Swords obviously is the air element, intellect, logic, reason, debate, disagreement, and all of that. Also communication and news. So this reversed Five of Swords is about confrontation and dissimilar, unlike the Cat Tarot. This, I think, in my perspective, this is a very, I guess, kind of like the twins, the Gemini. There's always two here. You got these two birds and these two birds. And with this one bird, you have two swords here. So there's a counterpart, a team, I guess you can say, going on with this reversed Five of Swords. Today, seeing as we have the reversed Tower, I would not say that this is a very negative meaning to this card. This Five of Swords is able to accomplish a confrontation, and stuff like that. Able to confront and kind of like a Zen kind of quality, right? I guess this one kind of goes with the Queen of Cups today. So maybe we got the Queen of Cups here and the King of Cups, or maybe reverse, however you see it. So our hidden influence is a positive. Maybe there's some sort of like logistics kind of thing going on. This Five of Swords, you have two crows laying, sleeping, meditating, something, resting, and then you have two crows flying. So maybe there's a bit of an option and a bit of, again, also unpredictability going on. That's hidden. And as far as with this Queen of Cups here, I would say it's to our advantage. This reverse Five of Swords is a bit hidden with this a pair of crows flying and a pair of crows resting. So yeah, let's see what our obstacle is today. The reverse Knight of Cups. So at face value, the reverse Knight of Cups, as you may well know, is a boredom, which is very interesting for this Knight of Cups. As far as worst case scenario, things aren't so bad. So this is a very prepared Knight of Cups here. And the worst of the worst is just being a bit bored, which is one of the reasons why I really like this card. Because when you get into the knights and fighting, there can be a lot of downsides. But with the cup suit, it's only boredom. So maybe a period of waiting, resting, might be our obstacle, which is interesting considering the reversed Tower card that we have presently. So whatever this kind of energy that is preventing these very natural changes that can seem drastic, maybe because there's a lot involved, maybe because, yeah. This trying to prevent the inevitable that we have with this reverse Tower card. We have this obstacle for them, which is the Knight of Cups. So that's great. So far, so good. So we have a really positive spread today, and it seems like our present is really where the obstacle is. We have a very strong past. We're very in tune with our emotions. Um, and we have intelligence and logic that's hidden, which I think is interesting uh, uh, aspect, and as to why that is. Um, Especially considering the tower. I think with the tower, it kind of seems like it's not just any old tower. It's like this tarot deck is like, kind of like older and stuff, and so the tower can represent kind of like in the olden times, like uh, uh, the reach throughout the entire community and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, very interesting preventative kind of drastic changes going on there. Um, so this Five of Swords is kind of like no fuss, no muss type of vibes going on there. There's not much in the way of getting bogged down in the details as far as things getting complicated, and then things get complicated, and this creates these complications, and then each one of these has creates its own complication. This Five of Swords just kind of seems like not about that. um, so anyway, yeah, really good tarot card spread today. Uh, so far so good. Let's see what the outside influence is after I take a sip of coffee. 1 second. Okay. Well, this is just great. We're having a really positive tarot card week today. So we have the Six of Wands here, which is the fire element. Very interesting next to this water element we got going on here. This is our third fire element card that we have so far. And you can kind of tell we've got the the orange fiery wands, which are usually depicted in black, and obviously the sun here with the sunflower. So this card is about a respected leader, which is really great. Especially with the fire element, which is spirituality, travel, ideas, and innovation. So yeah, this is a really great card to get. This crow is a respected by his peers and stuff like that. And of course, you have a garland here, which represents truth. So yeah, our outside influence is again a lot of positive energy going on. So that's great. Let's see what our advice and solution is. Six of Cups. This is very interesting. Our advice and solution is childhood. Maybe nostalgia for happy childhood memories. Maybe places we used to go in our childhood. But yeah, this Six of Cups is about childhood, and in reversed, it's a bit more negative. But today we have it upright, and very interesting, I guess. As far as inner thoughts go, I don't think we would be able to get by with all this positive energy without recognizing the positive aspects of our childhood. So yeah, that's the advice and solution today is the positive memories and locations that we have in our childhood. And our future outcome, the reversed Hangman. This is very interesting. the water element. I really like this card. um, the Hanged Man, again, might not be the most pleasant kind of imagery, even though it's a word. But as far as the imagery for that word, this is extremely pleasant, right? Um, I really like this card because it's kind of a bit like the Crow is upright, even though the card's reversed, and the card's reversed and are upright, and the Crow's reversed. So I guess this can be about um, having unique perspectives. Obviously, this is a tough spot and situation to be in. But again, being a fighter and dealing with this King and Queen of Cups, and of course this Judgment card, this Hanged Man card is an absolutely great card to get. It kind of matches the theme going on there. Um, and as far as drastic changes and stuff like that, I think finding a center um, when these psychological and physiological um, processes happen in a very drastic, immediate, short term, a lot of energy in this one time frame instead of a real the same amount of energy in a longer time frame. Um, I think this Hanged Man, whether upright or reversed, is a really positive card to get. Is our future and outcome. He just looks like kind of serene there. I don't know if you like to go skydiving or like a bungee cord. Is that what it's called? Um, but yeah, it's just kind of like a leap of faith type of situation, and definitely getting rewarded and protected um, for that. Um, So yeah, an absolutely great card to get. Uh, in my opinion, upright or reversed. Sometimes when, especially with this reverse tower card, sometimes when things are reversed, you have this hangman reverse, but you still have the advantage of the perspective of something upright, which usually means positive, right? So yeah, a really great card to get. Overall, a really great tarot card spread. Just a very positive tarot card reading this week. That's really great. Um, so yeah, I guess I'll show you all the cards really quick while I still got a little time in this 38-minute and 40-second video. We got the past, present, obstacle, future, and outcome. Oops, didn't mean to show you my feet there. Anyway, so yeah, extremely positive spread. It seems like things are on course. If there's the only problem really we have here is this reverse tower card, which is in our present. So again, very interesting, but it looks like everything is we're prepared, we're ready, we're experienced for whatever's next. Yeah. So I guess I'll see y'all in the next video where I'll be drawing.